NBC News' Pete Williams outside the Supreme Court there. Pete, thank you. We'll check in now with Chris Geidner. Again, we told you that he works for BuzzFeed as their senior political reporter. And Chris, as we follow your work, I know you outlined 4 different possible scenarios for an outcome. Take us through those quickly, those 4.
Yeah, I mean, Pete talked about those scenarios. The possibility today is that the court could either decide to take one case, the Defense of Marriage Act,
and when we say that, 1 out of the 8, because there are 8 different ones that are before them, correct?
There are 8 petitions that are before the court. Some of them involve the same cases. There are a few times that, like, the Department of Justice filed a petition before the court. The House Republican leaders who are defending DOMA filed a petition before the court, and some of the organizations like the Gay and Lesbian Advocates and Defenders who are backing one of the cases, or the ACLU, which is backing one of the cases, also filed a report.
Chris, does it matter, or does something get their attention more? Would DOMA be more likely to get their attention since it deals with something more on a federal level than as would California and Prop 8 on a state level?
Well, I think what Pete was hinting at is that when the court has a federal law at issue, it's more likely to take the case when, in this case, now 2 circuits, the First Circuit out of Boston and the Second Circuit out of New York, have already struck down the law. So when you have that sort of situation, the justices you've gotten their attention.
Once that happens, what does it do to the states like California and then in the other states in the country that are looking to put marriage equality into action as law and open it up for people?
Well, when we were looking at the different possibilities that I discussed at BuzzFeed, one of the things that could happen with this case is that they accept the DOMA challenge, and while they're doing that, they just let the Prop 8 case sit before them. And they wait until they've decided what they're going to do with the Defense of Marriage Act, and then depending on the type of decision that they rule in that case, it could be broad enough that it could have an impact on states like California. It could also have impact on states like North Carolina that just passed an banning same-sex couples from marrying earlier this year.
All right, so we all are on Supreme Court watch again, just waiting to see if they will move the ball down the court, so to speak, moving any of these up for their consideration. Chris Geidner, BuzzFeed senior political reporter. Chris, it's great to have you on. Thank you.